players that can fit into the squad.
Yeah.
Players that are going to come and improve, the depth and whatnot. Arsenal's done that. Man City's done that to a point. But you look at that Liverpool team, they have legitimately gone and signed starters. Kirk has had an unbelievable season. He's one of the best left-backs out there now. Frimpong, he had a great season in Germany, loads of assists. And then, obviously, Isak, Ekitike, again, top players. They've gone in there and made their starting 11 stronger. So, they won the league last year. They've made their starting 11 even stronger, which, gives you all that depth as well for the Champions League, for all competitions.
Yeah.
So, that's amazing. Yeah. They've got an amazing team.
They have it. They say the Galacticos. We'll have to come up with another word for them, won't we? Right, we've got loads more still to come on Good Morning Transfers. We've got some new developments on Tottenham's pursuit of João Paulinho. Stay with us. Breaking news all over the place this morning. Tottenham have agreed a deal with Bayern Munich for the loan signing of João Paulinho. Spurs will also have the option to buy the midfielder for £27 million. Initially, this was expected to be just a straight loan, but it's believed that Bayern inserted the purchase option in fresh talks late yesterday. A loan deal will give Spurs flexibility to spend funds elsewhere this summer. So João signing for Spurs.
I really like it. And it's exactly what they need. They need that experience. He's very good at, interceptions, making tackles. He's very disciplined. And I feel like the way Thomas Frank will have his team playing, which is attacking football, they've got some really good attacking options. You need that kind of pivot in front of the back four where he can get hold of the ball and start distributing it like that quarterback, but then also he has that discipline to stay back, recognise when when he can get forward, but when he needs to be there just to keep it solid. So I think it's a great signing. It's exactly what Tottenham need, and even then Tottenham, I think defensively they're very good, and then you add him to it. I think it's a great signing.
I think when you look at Thomas Frank's Brentford teams in midfield, there was always that physical attribute in that midfield, Norgard, for example. And I think João Paulinho really adds that to that Spurs midfield. I think for Paulinho himself, first of all, I think the option for Spurs of 27 million is fantastic when you consider Bayern Munich bought him for just over £40 million in that region. But for Paulinho himself, he did have a muscle injury last year, so that limited him to only a handful or 13 or so Bundesliga appearances. So he wasn't really able to make a stamp on that Bayern Munich team. So you kind of have a player there who needs to regain some confidence there as well. So it feels like a great kind of deal for both parties, really. A player that can regain some confidence in himself, but also Tottenham with a completely different midfielder.